in the dead of night, on that broken road, I won't let you walk alone. Oh, my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline. Oh, we got each other, and if you got tomorrow, then you still got time to break these chains that left you scarred.
But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three River Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And not much happening on the return as they get this to about the 23. They go play action here on first down. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. He's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
Ready! Ready!
Back to throw here. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. The Steelers in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll set up a throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Ready? 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Buckeye came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he is caught. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he stopped immediately there. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Now back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Peters. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Second and a yard at the 44-yard line.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup. 1st down, Minnesota.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting the tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. As they run the counter play. Gave a glimpse of his power, but not a whole lot of space. Down at the 30. You look at this Steeler defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
It's a gain of 10.
Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Pushes him aside at the 10. And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down first and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. There's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now third and goal.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they'll see what they can do on third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Luther Burden from 3 yards out. And the Vikings take a chance, but they find pay dirt on fourth and goal. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
On the stick.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
Let's go now. 60 Vikings, 60.
He'll look to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
They'll find Metcalf. He's across midfield. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7.
Vikings 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 2. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll set up to throw. Pass taken in by the split tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
First down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
That's caught. It's a rookie from Oregon. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for the shorter routes.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man complete. That's Morales. And the Vikings are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. He'll try again. And once again, this defense very stout. They stop him for no gain for the 2nd straight play. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. There he goes, right side. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Here we go.
He'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he works free. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
First down. A gain of 29 yards. First down, Vikings.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
The Steelers' 9-yard line.
2nd and 9 now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
He'll look to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Just around 26-yard line.
They'll throw now on the final play. And this one's going to sail on him a bit, and it's incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Set to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tied game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Back to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 66 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Let's go. Viking 18.
They'll run on the inside handoff. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. The 20, 5, and It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown. Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this defense not giving him anything here. Maybe a yard into the 36. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. He'll drop to throw. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
It's now 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They're going to look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Completes this to Addison out left. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Seven Pirates. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They push him back 8 yards at time on 2nd down. Third down and 13.
Here we go. 19, Tiger, 19.
Looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line.
That's good.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Back to throw now on 1st down. This one finds Wilson downfield. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
My head is up, get up on my level, I'm
Ready,
Two big
set.
plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Bronco 80.
And they'll try to run the option here. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to back the 4. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be third and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short game. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Ready.
He'll try to run this one in. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready up.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Cougar 19. Ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. 86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So a little more space to operate now. First and 10 from right around the 12. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got it in, complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A big play there for Minnesota. 47 yards. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. They nail down the field. That's Burnham. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line.
Vikings, first down. A gain of 19 yards.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings move it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind and try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf, 65 yards. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Steelers 28.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 29. 110 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah. Touchdown, Vikings! A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Vikings have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is up to 14.
It's the score, Vikings 42, Steelers 28.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Here we go. Shot. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds Wilson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
70, get my look. Viking 18, go.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Second down, goal to go.
Get it. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.